All right, so you're getting ready for a canning and bottling line operator interview.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a field where you can really have an impact making sure quality products get out there.
It is.
And we have got some fantastic resources from RoleCatcher to help you totally nail this interview.
Absolutely.
You know, career guides, sample questions, and even some AI magic to help polish your answers.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, it's like having a personal interview coach in your pocket.
Exactly. And I think what people often don't realize is the key to these interviews is understanding what's behind the questions.
Right.
They're not just checking boxes. They're really trying to see if you get it, if you have the right mindset and skills.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just jump right into these questions.
All right.
First up is the classic, describe your experience working in a canning and bottling line.
Okay.
Now, even if you haven't worked specifically on a line, think about jobs or tasks where you had to be super detail-oriented.
Yeah.
You know, follow procedures or work with machinery. Like, did you ever have a job where consistency was just super important?
Mm-hmm.
That's the gold you want to mine here.
Absolutely. They're looking for transferable skills.
Yeah.
So even if it wasn't a bottling line, they want to see like your ability to learn, quickly adapt to procedures, maintain focus.
Right.
Think about times you had to troubleshoot or solve problems on the fly. Did you have to keep a production process running smoothly?
I see.
That's the kind of experience that's really going to resonate with them.
Yeah, and this is where RoleCatcher's AI can be a game changer
Oh, yeah.
because it helps tailor your resume and cover letter
Oh, wow.
to emphasize those key skills that the hiring manager is looking for.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you could even use their AI to practice your answers to this and other questions
Okay.
and get feedback on your delivery and content.
Wow, so it's like having a mock interview with an expert who knows exactly what they're looking for.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
All right, next question. How do you ensure the quality of products during the canning and bottling process?
All right. Quality control.
This is where you show off your understanding of quality control.
Okay.
Don't just say, I'll pay attention.
Yeah.
What specific steps would you take to catch defects?
Yeah.
Think visual inspections, checking labels, examining those seals.
Right. And remember, a single faulty product can impact a whole batch
Oh, yeah, for sure.
and even the company's reputation.
That's true.
So you really want to be ready to talk about like specific quality control measures you would take and why they're important.
Right.
For example, you could talk about checking fill levels
Yeah.
to make sure each bottle has the right amount of liquid or inspecting for any dents or scratches that could compromise the packaging.
I see. So you're really showing that you understand the why behind it.
Exactly.
And this ties into another question they might ask.
Okay.
How do you troubleshoot equipment issues?
All right.
They want to know you can handle those inevitable hiccups on the line. So think about a time you had to solve a problem with a machine,
Yeah.
even if it wasn't on a bottling line.
Right.
What was your process?
Mm-hmm.
Did you identify the issue with a period? Follow safety protocols and try to resolve it.
Here's a tip if you're not familiar with the specific machinery used in canning and bottling.
Okay.
Do a little research beforehand.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, knowing the basics about like common equipment shows you're proactive and interested.
That's a good point.
And RoleCatcher's career guides can give you some good insights into those technical aspects of the job.
That's a great point. Now, safety is huge EE in this industry.
Oh, for sure.
So they might ask, how do you ensure safety procedures are followed on the line?
Right.
And this isn't just about knowing the rules.
Yeah.
It's about showing you'll be a responsible team member who prioritizes everyone's well-being.
Absolutely.
Right.
Think about specific safety protocols you would enforce,
Okay.
like wearing appropriate protective gear, keeping work areas clear.
Yeah.
Following lockout procedures when working on machinery, they want to hear you talk about creating a culture of safety where everyone's looking out for each other.
Okay.
A potential follow-up question could be, what would you do if you saw a colleague not following safety procedures?
Oh, that's a good one.
Right. And this is where you show that commitment to a safe work environment.
Yeah.
Even if it means having a difficult conversation.
That's really important. Okay, let's talk time management.
All right.
They might ask, how do you manage your time effectively during the canning and bottling process?
Okay.
You're constantly monitoring, inspecting, making decisions.
Lots to do.
How do you keep things running smoothly?
This is all about prioritization and organization. They want to know you can handle that fast-paced environment.
Yeah.
Keep multiple tasks in motion without sacrificing quality or safety. Be prepared to give an example of a time you had to juggle multiple priorities.
Okay.
What was your approach?
Yeah.
How did you stay focused and organized?
Right. A concrete example always helps your answers stick.
For sure.
And here's another one. How do you handle high-pressure situations on the line?
Okay, try.
Lines can go down, deadlines can loom.
Right. It happens.
It's about staying calm, focused, and finding solutions.
Absolutely. And they might even ask you to describe a time
Yeah.
when you faced a high-pressure situation at work.
Uh-huh.
How did you handle it?
Right.
Did you remain calm under pressure? Did you think clearly and communicate effectively with your team?
Yeah.
Did you troubleshoot the issue effectively?
Makes sense.
Sharing a story like that really demonstrates your ability to perform under pressure.
Right. And speaking of the team, they might ask, how do you lead and motivate your team on the line?
Okay.
Even if you're not applying for a leadership role, teamwork is essential in this environment.
Absolutely. And here, they're looking for your understanding of teamwork.
Okay.
And your ability to contribute to a positive and productive work environment. So talk about how you communicate effectively, offer support, and encourage collaboration.
Okay.
Remember, a strong team makes for a smooth and efficient production process.
For sure.
Yeah. And it's not just about motivating others, it's also about staying motivated yourself.
Right.
They might ask, how do you stay up to date with industry trends and advancements in canning and bottling technology?
Oh, that's a good one.
Right? This is where you show that you're invested in your career. You're eager to learn and grow.
Yeah, it's all about that continuous learning.
Exactly.
Mention trade publications you read, online resources you follow.
Right.
Maybe even professional organizations you're interested in joining.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It really demonstrates initiative.
It does.
And a desire to stay ahead of the curve.
And think about any recent developments in the industry that have caught your eye.
Yeah.
Maybe a new type of packaging material or a more efficient bottling system.
Right.
Showing that you're aware of these advancements really makes you stand out.
It shows you're not just looking for a job. You're passionate about the field.
Exactly.
Okay, here's a question that often throws people off. How do you ensure compliance with regulatory requirements in the canning and bottling process?
Compliance.
This is about showing you understand the bigger picture.
Yeah.
The impact of your work on consumers, the environment, the company's reputation.
Right. They want to know you're not just following instructions, but that you understand the why behind those regulations.
Right.
So think about food safety regulations to prevent contamination.
Yeah.
Environmental rules to minimize waste.
Okay.
Labeling requirements to ensure accuracy.
Right.
Do some research on those specific regulations that are relevant to the industry.
Okay.
Be ready to talk about how you would ensure compliance.
And a good way to approach this question is to maybe describe a time when you had to follow really strict guidelines in a previous role.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't directly related to food production.
Right, because it shows you have that mindset. And the discipline to really adhere to those regulations.
Okay, now let's tackle a question that can be a bit tricky.
All right.
What are your salary expectations?
Okay, yeah.
You don't want to undersell yourself.
Right.
But you also don't want to price yourself out of the running.
Exactly. This is where research is key.
Yeah.
Before the interview, use websites like Glassdoor or Indeed. Get a sense of that average salary range.
Right.
For canning and bottling line operators in your area.
Right.
Consider your own experience and qualifications. Are you entry level or do you have years of experience? Do you have any specialized certifications?
Good point.
Be prepared to provide a range rather than a specific number.
Okay.
And be confident in your worth.
That's right. Remember, you bring valuable skills to the table.
Absolutely.
Okay, now here's a question that can really showcase your personality. Tell me about a time you had to work as part of a team to achieve a goal.
Oh, teamwork.
Yeah, choose an example where you played an active role in a successful team effort.
Okay.
Highlight your contributions, your collaboration skills, and how you navigated any challenges that arose.
Right. Did you communicate effectively? Did you listen to your teammates' ideas?
Right.
Did you offer support?
Yeah.
Celebrate successes together?
Okay.
These details paint a picture of you as a valuable team player.
And don't forget about those curveball questions they might throw in.
Oh, yeah, the ones that catch you off guard.
To see how you think on your feet.
Right, exactly.
Tell me about a time you made a mistake at work.
Okay.
What did you learn from it?
Everyone makes mistakes. It's how you handle them that really matters.
Exactly. This isn't about dwelling on your flaws.
No.
It's about showcasing your ability to learn and grow.
Right.
So choose an example where you made a genuine mistake, but don't pick something catastrophic.
Yeah.
Be honest about what happened, but focus on the steps you took to correct it
Yeah.
and the lessons you learned from the experience.
What did you do? Did you take ownership? Did you seek out feedback to improve?
Good point.
Did you implement a new process to prevent similar mistakes?
Okay.
Those are the details they really want to hear.
It shows you're not afraid to admit when you've made a mistake.
Yeah.
And that you're committed to continuous improvement.
Exactly.
Now, they might also throw some hypothetical questions your way to gauge your problem-solving skills.
Okay.
Like, for example, they could say, imagine you notice a recurring defect in the bottles coming down the line.
Okay, a defect.
What would you do?
All right, this is your chance to shine.
Right.
Demonstrate your analytical thinking and knowledge of the production process.
Yeah, walk them through your thought process.
Uh-huh.
How would you investigate the issue?
Right. What steps would you take to isolate the problem?
Uh-huh. Who would you notify?
Yeah, safety should always be top of mind.
Of course.
Would you stop the line immediately?
Okay.
Would you consult the operating manual for the equipment?
Right.
You know.
Remember, this is a chance to showcase your ability to think critically and act decisively in a fast-paced environment.
Exactly.
And RoleCatcher's AI can be incredibly helpful in preparing for these types of questions.
Oh, yeah.
Because by analyzing thousands of interview questions and responses, their AI can help you anticipate potential questions.
Right.
And even suggest strategies for answering them effectively.
I like having a secret weapon in your back pocket.
Yeah, it helps you develop the critical thinking skills and the confidence you need to handle any question they throw your way.
Absolutely.
Now, as we wrap up this section on interview questions,
Okay.
let's emphasize one crucial aspect.
All right.
Your closing.
The end.
Remember, they might ask, do you have any questions for us?
Oh, yeah, always.
And this isn't just a formality.
It's not.
It's a chance to show your engagement and genuine interest in the position.
It's your turn to interview them a little bit.
Exactly.
Right.
So avoid asking questions that could easily be answered with a quick Google search.
Yeah.
Instead, ask thoughtful questions that demonstrate your understanding of the role and the company.
Yeah, you could ask about the company culture,
Uh-huh.
the team you'd be working with,
Okay.
opportunities for growth and development,
Right.
or even specific details about the production process.
And here's a pro tip.
Okay.
Prepare a few questions in advance,
Well, that's a good idea.
so you're not scrambling to come up with something on the spot.
Yeah, I like that.
It shows you've done your homework and you're genuinely interested in the opportunity.
Exactly. Having those insightful questions ready really shows you're engaged and thinking critically about the role and the company.
Right. Okay, so we've covered so much ground getting ready for these canning and bottling line operator interview questions.
We have.
But the journey doesn't just end when you walk out of the interview room.
That's right. The follow-up is super important.
Yeah, don't just sit around waiting for the phone to ring.
Exactly.
Sending a thank you note is such a simple but powerful thing.
It is. It really shows you appreciate their time and that you're genuinely interested.
And it doesn't need to be this long, drawn-out thing.
No, keep it brief.
Just a short email expressing your gratitude, highlighting something specific from the conversation that stuck with you.
Exactly. It shows you are paying attention.
Right, and you're willing to go that extra mile.
Plus, it keeps your name top of mind.
Exactly, and if we connect this back to the bigger picture, it's about building relationships.
Absolutely.
Even if this specific opportunity doesn't work out.
Right.
A well-crafted thank you note can leave a positive impression.
It can.
That could lead to something else down the line.
That's true.
Now, RoleCatcher can actually help you with this.
Oh, wow. How?
Their platform lets you track your applications, set reminders for follow-up,
Oh, that's handy.
and even personalize those thank you notes.
So it takes the guesswork out of the process.
Yeah.
Helps you stand out.
It's like having a career coach in your pocket guiding you every step of the way.
I love that.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, let's just remember a few key things.
Okay.
Authenticity is so important.
It is be yourself.
Yeah, let your personality shine through.
Uh-huh.
Don't be afraid to show your enthusiasm for the industry.
Let it show.
Confidence is key too.
Oh, absolutely.
You've got this, you've prepped, you've researched.
Right.
You have valuable skills to offer.
You do.
Believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that confidence will resonate.
It will dress professionally, make eye contact. Yes. Speak clearly and enthusiastically.
And don't forget to ask those thoughtful questions.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Remember, this is your chance to evaluate whether the company and the role are a good fit for you.
That's so important.
So what does this all mean?
Wow.
It means that while the specific questions and the industry details matter, the core principles of interview success are the same.
They are.
Be prepared, be authentic, be confident, and be engaged. And with the right mindset and the tools that RoleCatcher provides, you're well on your way to acing that interview and launching a successful career in the canning and bottling industry.
You've got this.
And that, my friend, concludes our deep dive. We hope you've gained valuable insights and are ready to tackle that interview with confidence. Best of luck on your journey.